Hello! Oh my god, I'm about to reverse into my Coca-Cola. I mean, Pepsi tastes for a new generation. An old generation. That's like a 30-year-old commercial. Right, I have a haul video. I sound like Jeremy Clarkson. We have a clean carpet, which is soon not to be very clean. I am going to tackle lots and lots of like bric-a-brac type things. These have just been washed, so I've actually only just bought these. I've just bought these back from the charity shop. These were absolutely covered in silt and dust. So I am going to show you bric-a-brac first, and then I do have some clothes. I have got to like tackle a load of it, get it into a position where it's photographed. I do have Sunday off, but then I'm working the full week, and when I say the full week, it's like Monday to Friday, and then I've got Saturday off, and then I'm back in on Sunday, and then I can't see it offhand because it's going into next month's calendar. But there's a lot to do. There's a lot of time at work, and there's a lot to do here. So I want to sort all of the like bric-a-brac type things up, get them listed, or scheduled, or whatever. And I understand that a lot of this probably won't sell until Christmas. But then I nearly didn't get these, and I've actually went back for them. I keep doing this where I keep seeing espresso cups and then coming back, checking them, and then deciding to go back and get them, which is what's provoked this. So I will actually just show you the first thing, because I got this flipping months ago. So I got some espresso cups months ago. There's so much going on in here. And I didn't buy them. I have no clue what that is. Oh yes, I do. Oh God, there's more than I thought in here. So I saw these and didn't get them because I was getting something else. So it is these. So 3 there. And there should be at least 2 here, if not 3. So another 3 here. Now I haven't actually checked, because the reason I went in yesterday was because I saw that they had these, and I thought, oh yeah, I need some espresso sauces, because these ones here, they are Walker, Germany. And I looked them up, and somebody, admittedly in America, had managed to get for the whole set, and their set was 5 of these, and I've got 6 different coloured ones, and they got £100 for them. So I just thought, oh god, let's go back, and I'm hoping that I've saved the like information of what it was. Do you know, I thought I had more than this. I thought I had 4 of these, but evidently not. So I have. This is why I don't do this sort of stuff. Right, it's still intact. Jesus wept. So they're supposed to have matching things with them. Honestly, I thought I had another 2 of these, hence why I bought another 2 of these, because this is now no good. Oh god, I don't know what I'm doing. Maybe I've put them somewhere. This is the trouble, is it? Because I haven't dealt with it straight away, I don't know where they are. So it would appear that I only have 2 of these sauces. I honestly thought that I had 4 of them. See, look, they're crashing all over. So I don't know how well I'm going to do. So today I went in and I bought these sauces. because I knew that they were espresso saucers, and I thought that they were doing quite, you know, they matched quite well. So now I've got to go and get more of these espresso saucers, because this is not going to work. This is not going to work out the way I hoped. Have I wrapped them up somewhere else? I honestly don't think that I have. So this espresso saucer says made in Germany at the bottom, and I have 2 of them. So obviously this isn't good enough because I need 4 for the missing ones that I've got. This is hopeless. So I'm still on a quest looking for other espresso saucers. So I know what this one goes with. It goes with this, and that is Nespresso, because it's got that on it. Now they only had 1 of the cups for this. I did look, but I mean, I'm really short, and for some reason in this shop, they hope to sell things by putting them on a really high shelf where you can't see them without asking a member of staff for a ladder. And frankly, who is really going to do that? So I sort of I came back with these, and then I thought, oh, I'm going to go back and get the Nespresso ones because I'd seen some other ones. So I have that, which admittedly now feels like it's going to be a standalone listing. It's just never ending. So it doesn't stop there, because I knew that it was Nespresso. I also picked these up. Now these are quite nice because they've got sort of like a triangular handle. Nespresso, yeah. And these have got saucers. Now these have only got 3 saucers. I don't know what it is with this charity shop and like not having saucers. There's more. There's more china, which I got like a couple of weeks ago. So these saucers are quite cool. So there's no missing what ones these are. So definitely Nespresso. I wasn't going to pick them up, and I came back, and then that evening Ocean's 11 was on, so I ended up watching Ocean's 11. So I perceived it as a sign, because obviously George Clooney was on that. So I saw it as a sign that I had to go back and get them. So I've gone back this morning, got these, and washed these. So these go like that, and they fit very well. And obviously Christmas is coming up, so these should do well. I'll probably only get 20. So I've bought everything that they had there because I'm getting a bit fed up with this. So I've got 3. I have 3 of these Nespressos, and obviously I bought the other one because I don't know which one of these is damaged. I don't know whether I'm going to hurl one on the floor. That one has got a mark on it. I couldn't really tell because they were absolutely caked in dust. That one's got a flaw on the handle, so to the glaze. So we'll just go with these. So at the very least, I have a set of 3 and 1 spare, and now I have 1 Nespresso with a spare saucer. Did this just happen to fit? Of course not. So this little mission that I was going through with this, where I thought that I needed 2 saucers, I must have had it in my head that I needed 2 saucers, but what it actually meant is that I had 2 saucers and that I needed 4. So this, I mean, I've got enough time until Christmas, but I don't really like having like tons and tons of china, because it's not really in my remit, and it's not easy, is it? Because when you sell something, you've then got to mess around. I don't think I've washed these either. It looks like I've just put them away, and it feels like they need washing. Anyway, I'm probably going to put them away. So at the same time that I was buying these, I also found these. And these also didn't have saucers, which, since looking up, they do need saucers. But anyway, I've got 2 of them, and I'm going to sell them on their own. This is what it's like in this place. It's absolute. I feel like they've got piles and piles of stuff in the back, which they're periodically bringing out. So it might do me it might work in my favour if I just keep these back, and then eventually the stuff which I am looking for will appear, provided I keep going in on a regular basis. So anyway, these have got surfers on them, and these are from Harvey Nicks, which it's clearly marked on the bottom that they're from Harvey Nicks. And again, I would expect to get like £15 for them. I think that they can sell without the saucers. Oh, they are like a standard saucer. They won't fit in that one. And these are pretty good. I was a bit like dubious about whether they would actually fit in that, but they fit really nicely in that square. So these are quite cool things. Yeah, so I had a look today because I was obviously looking for these saucers, and it literally just piled high everywhere in there. So it's not an easy mission. But anyway, I've got those two. They need cleaning, so I'm going to do them. I think I'm going to. I'll have another look and see what the crack is with these. But they do need cleaning. And I honestly feel that I do need to get more saucers for these, even if they're just replacement saucers. Because honestly, if I hadn't got it wrong, then that would have worked out quite nicely, because there have just been replacements. Or I just sell them. Or I just sell them on their own. I don't know. So, sticking with the China theme, there was a point at some while ago where I said I was going to stop doing this to myself, but I haven't. I have really scaled it back, and I've sold through, and I've donated a lot of my stuff, so it feels like I've won a battle with it, and I think that's probably why I have started picking up mugs again. Very picky. I am very picky, but I think I'm picky in the right way. So I have got 2 Starbucks mugs. This one looks like it needs a wash. This is just dirty because it's been sitting here and it's been sitting around. This is the thing, is I am going to deal with this today because it's just too much of it. I'm still in the process of doing the books, which I said I was going to start doing. So this will just tack onto it. So this is one of these massive mugs. Yeah. This is one of these massive mugs, and this one is Berlin, like embossed. Got the Starbucks logo. It's fairly decent. And that I'm hoping that I'll get £20 for. I have another one. I have a Barcelona mug. Starbucks mug. I think it's in the ilk of that one, but it might not be. So the one that I had, it's just caked in dust because it's here, because it doesn't seem to matter what I do, everything will always be filthy in this place. I think I had the Disney one in this sort of style, and that sold really quickly. Disneyland Paris. Apparently this is the Berlin Wall. Nice. I mean, right. So it's got a bear fighting a building. My parents took me when they were taking the Berlin Wall down, so I should know. I know what that is. That's the one. That's the building that's in all of the things next to this. What is it? It's the gate of, I don't know, gate or something. I don't know. It's been a while. When I say it's been a while, it has. It's been 30 years. I haven't been back to Berlin since they were hacking the wall down. Yes, it's got the Berlin Wall in it. Yeah, so the one that I had was in the style of this, and it was a Disneyland Paris one, and it sold straight away. I think I have one in the style of this for Barcelona, but this one has got the original box. It is called the You Are Here collection. There's nothing else in there other than that. How does this box work? Well, it doesn't. It's just an annoying box. Right, it is a box. It is a box that has a box whether you keep it as a gift. These exclusive designs feature some of the best places you've been to, in person or in spirit. That's Starbucks words, not mine. Yeah, so the You Are Here collection. So obviously I've got the box for this one, which is a bonus. These will all get done today, except them which I probably will put away until I can find some sauces. I honestly, since I've got 2 of the sauces, I really don't think there's any point in me selling it without some sauces, whether they're mismatched. But if I'm going to put mismatched sauces with it, I need to get 3, 4 that are the same mismatch. Right, and the last bit of china, which I have. I hope, if there's more, I'm going to scream. This box has to empty today. This I've only just cleaned. It has sat here for a day, which is a day long enough to get some flaws in it. Maybe this is a flawed one. Some of these things are. It's got a little N on it. That probably means that it's neglected or something. I don't know. Because you do get the flawed ones, which are discount sold elsewhere, don't you? Right. So this is an Emma Bridgewater. Penguins in a snowstorm. I did wonder why other people knew that this was penguins in a snowstorm. I just thought that everybody was just going with that. But anyway, yeah, clearly an Emma Bridgewater. I have seen a lot of mugs very similar to this, similar shape to this, and every time I pick them up, it does not say Emma Bridgewater. So I did not expect this one to say Emma Bridgewater, but there you go. It said Emma Bridgewater. The majority of this china was very cheap. Now, the reason that I pick up these ones, so these were like, well, once upon a time they were 20p. So I think these ones were 20p. Then they went up to 50p. So I think all of these pieces here were 50p. Well, anyway, four mugs and a mini mug and 3 sauces cost me £3 this morning. So I don't know how that can be 50p. I don't know. I've put it in my spreadsheet as that's what it was. I really don't know where their prices come from. They have prices written down, but every time you go there, they make them up. I'm sure that I paid 20p for these. I'm sure I paid 40p for these. I think it's possible I've paid 40p for these. This I paid £2 for. This I think I paid £3 for. And that I paid £4 for. So, hopefully 25 for that. Hopefully 20 for that. Hopefully, I want to say 30, but possibly not. Yeah. I don't know. It has got a little N on it, and I don't know if that means that it's the stuff which is not quite right. But anyway, yeah, I've got a ton of china in front of me, which is going to annoy me. So I'm going to leave it all out, and this is going to get dealt with today. Hang on, let's get realistic. I'm not going to deal with these today, and I'm clumsy. I'm a very clumsy person. Look. That's just a bruise. There's a bruise, which, because I'm customer facing, I've had a few remarks from customers who think that I'm being battered senseless at home. Honestly, if somebody was being battered senseless by their spouse, they probably wouldn't say a damn thing, would they? Yeah, I'm going to put them away because I know in myself that I'm probably going to knock them flying while I'm doing this haul video. So my theory is that I want to get myself into a position where I've got things that can possibly be gifted for Christmas, and I think that this is a good idea because people always get stuffed with things like Nespresso machines that they don't want at Christmas, and mugs that they don't want. I mean, let's face it, everybody has a birthday once a year, except if you're Jehovah's Witness, because Jehovah's Witnesses were obviously they came from eggs that were laid in the street, and they don't have to celebrate birthdays. But the rest of us, we get stuff gifted to us for our birthdays that we don't want. So Nespresso cups, definitely up there, and random Berlin cups are right up there. I do buy a lot of books, and generally you have to get them as a multi-buy to get your discount. This is one of mine, which I'm just adding to it. I've done a few of the recipes from this. I'm not that fucking enamoured with it. I kept this one back because somebody had written all over the Donna Kebabs page with their ideas, and they've also done it on the chips page. I cannot. I have started exercising, and that is my thing. I'm just going to stick to that because I just can't see me getting anywhere with this. Anyway, I know because I've used that one. I know that it's got two. I know it's got 2 pages that are annotated, but Fakeaways is always one that's really good. I do have another copy of Fakeaways, which has got pages torn in it. Oh, here it is. So this one was stuck together, and it was stuck together to the extent where when I tried to undo the pages, it didn't go very well. So I have 2 copies of Fakeaways, but I'm constantly making bundles. So just on the little trading park, it's still it's still got the sword of Damocles hanging over it where I work, but it's not been demolished yet, and they haven't said yes or no as to whether it will be demolished. So the place next door to us, they do books for £1. We do 2 for £1, and at the YMCA at the bottom, they do 5 books for £1. I rarely get anything in there that I want. So these ones have come from, some of these have come from where I work, and some of them have come from over there where they do 20p or 50p or £1, depending on who serves you. So on a good day, I can get 20p books, and on a bad day, I get 50p books. But anyway, I've got Curry Club there. Tremendous. This one was, last time I got this one sold so quickly. This one's really popular because you just sling it all in a tray and cook it. I should probably try this one. But I'm no fool. Cooking in a tray, unless you're going to put the silver foil in there, is a washing up nightmare. I know everybody has a dishwasher except me. I don't want to do washing up. Anyway, that one sells really well. I've never had this one either, but I suspect that this won't sell that well, even though it looks quite nice. It is Taste the Sunshine, and I've got Christmas ones which don't help a bundle, and I would think that this one doesn't help a bundle, and this one does have a recipe for risotto, which summer greens risotto I am tempted to do. So because I'm tempted to do this and I haven't done it yet, this one's bound to sell the moment I list it today. And then because obviously I've had to do multi-buy, and I can't remember where I got them or what I've paid for it, I have got another copy of Burmese Days. Harry Potter. Georgia will want to go with that. So there we go. What else have we got in here? I have got another book here. It's quite misleading because this one I did pay 50p for, because I was in two minds, because this was from over there and I'd left it one day, and then I thought, oh, I will go back and get that because of Christmas. So it's Simon's cat. I'm a sucker for Simon's cat. This doesn't sell that well. It doesn't sell for anything more than $8.99, but it's an address book, and it's quite a nice address book. And from what I can see, it hasn't been used. Now that I've bought it, I'll probably find that it's got a ton of addresses in it somewhere. But it doesn't look used to me. It's got a Christmas card bit in the back, birthdays. So I'm gonna add that to my shop just because I want some like Christmas gift type stuff in my eBay shop. So that's why I got that, and I paid 50p. Okay, we can still stay on the book theme because I do have two semi-books, audio books. This one is Harry Pratchett. I have, with my clumsiness, dropped it on the floor, so the prongs which go inside it are freaking broken. Just, you know, I mean, they're still holding the CD in place. I think I just need, oh no, I'm not on this side. It's not good. Honestly, I don't know what's wrong with me. I really don't. I feel like I need to get checked out by somebody who takes madness seriously. But I don't think anybody does take madness seriously these days, do they? They just accept it. So it's a 4 CD. This is pretty new. I would think that I can easily get 20 for this. And this has been sat around for ages. I've paid 50p for this, and this needs to get done. And then another 50p is this one, which is Hitchhiker's Guide to the Galaxy. I think I can get a face full of dust from picking this up. Honestly, I need to become somebody who just lives in a I just need to be in a room somewhere with a chair and just a plate and a cup like this, so that there's no danger of dust accumulating. But obviously that will never happen for a reseller. So I do believe that this, we recognise this, we recognise this actor, read by Julian Rind-Tutt, which is him, which I do recognise. Film credits include Notting Hill, Tomb Raider, Les Miserables, Stardust. I do remember him in Stardust, and The River King, Madness of King George. Anyway, he is the one reading this. Apparently, some people have got £30 for this. I'm dubious. I'm dubious, but apparently this is like quite hard to find. Disc 1, Disc 2, Disc 3 and Disc 4, so they're all in there. I mean, there are still people out there who have CD players and don't want to use Audible, because I won't give up on the fact that there's still people out there who understand the concept of buying something and then having something which, when they're finished with, still has value and that you can sell it. I don't like digital things. I don't like the fact that if I want to watch a film and I've stopped subscribing to a certain streaming service, then on my new streaming service, I have to purchase it again if I want to watch it. It annoys me, because I feel like we shouldn't be accepting this level of madness in our, and calling it progress is not progress, especially when you're streaming something and then it decides, no, I can't be asked to stream anymore. There's been a disruption in the vortex of the world. I can't possibly stream it, which happens a lot here. Right, so yeah, I've got them too. So it's 20 and 30. Very, very dubious, but we will see. And again, so these are things that will sell now, won't they? I mean, but it's nice to have something more than just bundles and bundles of clothes to sell. Okay, This, I swear to God, I've cleaned this multiple times with hairs. And every time I pick it up, I can see another cat hair. Ugh. Right, anyway, this, another thing I want to get on before it gets dusty, because obviously it's a hot water bottle and it gets dusty inside. These used to sell for a lot of money. I've paid £1 for this because it's a desperate heat wave when I bought this. But obviously this will sell really well. It is Moomins, and hopefully 15 to 20 on that. The first time I found one of these, it wasn't in a very good condition, and I'd sold it for 30. But they're being manufactured quite more regularly now. When I picked that one up, it was like a one-off, and you couldn't get them. But they're easier to purchase now if you go to the right type of silent gift shop where you walk around and have to buy something instead of just exiting and going, thanks. Can you tell that I've just come back from York, where every gift shop is like that, where you have to walk around and then go, thanks, didn't want any of your overpriced hat. But anyway, yeah, I should hope to get 20 for that, and obviously this is another thing which will sell wintertime. And there we go. That is all of the contents of my maddening box. And now we are going to move on to clothes. So if you don't like clothes, you can call it a day here, and I will say thank you for watching. Subscribe for more of this nonsense if you like me nattering on. If you're sticking around, thank you. The door is open, so hence people will be yelling in the street. The idiot on a bicycle, who everybody calls a legend, he has already been passed. Usually he comes past at like 2 in the morning, still playing his music. Everybody calls him a legend, I call him a leg end. Nobody wants this in their life. Right, this thing here I've paid £1 for. This is a serious washing episode. So this is one of these Uniqlo t-shirts. This is a Keith Haring one. It's got that on it. And what does this say? Nothing, I can't read that, it's backwards. Nothing is an end, because it is always can be the basis for something new and different. This is pretty gross. I am not enjoying work because it's summer holidays, and I know that a lot of people who have children are experiencing that, but you birthed them, you put them here, and you could have not created this problem. Right, this is going in the washing machine because this is gross. I don't know if you can see that, but this person who had this t-shirt has burnt a hole. They haven't burnt a hole in it, but that is some sweaty marks on these pits of this t-shirt. So that is for the wash. This is also for the wash. So I've got 2 Adidas tops here, so this is like a wind cheater, like pullover one, but this has got some hideous marks on it. It's got a mark there, and it's got like another whitish, blackish mark on the bottom. So I don't really want to like handle this too much, but it's nice. It's got the stripes. It's fairly oversized, but it is medium. That's going in the wash because it's gross. £4 on that. £4 on that, with me knowing that it had marks on it, and then £4 on this. This isn't vintage, but it's, you know, I think it's Y2K because of the label that's in it. But this is quite a nice Adidas with stripes, trefoil logo. Yeah, so it's still got a fairly modern label in it, but not quite as modern as the more recent ones. So does this need a wash? I don't know if this one needs a wash. This one's £4 as well. No, this doesn't need a wash. We can go straight in with this one. I do like these for all the like little details, but it's not got anything on the back, so you know, it's not spectacular in that respect. I have a big pile of stuff here, which I've cleaned. No, not cleaned. Well, I have cleaned, but I've had to like repair things. Like these are irritating things which I thought were going to be good buys. It's like some of the stuff which I'd spent a lot of money from in because I'd done a source around Chorlton, and literally every shop was garbage, and it was a real pain trying to find anything that I actually wanted to buy. And then it turned out that the stuff that I had bought had flaws. This one had a hole in it there, so I have repaired said hole. So I've got a fair few bits there which have had repairs done, which have been in previous hauls, I think. So I do have a lot of stuff to photograph. I'm probably going to try and do some photography on Sunday, I want to say. Right. This I paid £3 for. This I never ever find this used. And this one is new. So I'm not going to have to like suffer to try and find what it's called. It is Rafa, and it is the Soup Place Euro jersey. These are quite good, but I will price high because I don't like cyclists. I really do not like cyclists. I've already done my post today, and I apologised because I went to step out, and there was cyclists coming down, and I was like, oh, sorry, and sort of stepped back and let him come past. And then I sort of like crossed over to where I was crossing the road, and I was like, hang on a minute, that plank was driving the wrong way down the cycle lane because he was on my side of the road. What are you doing? Oh, it just incenses me. The amount of times that I get bells rang at me from cyclists, they just do my nutting. So this has got a zip here, which apparently has some kind of motivational comment in it. I can feel the salt of the sweat on my face. One climb to go, just one climb to go. I'm convincing myself that I can bridge the gap. It's a fight against the cobbles and that devil of a climb, but I can't give up. Not now. I make the first group and leave everything out there. There are only a few meters left. Elena Cecchini. Don't know. So presumably, if you get like stuck awaiting death on like a mountainside or a like, you know, you're up Everest and you're going to become one of the markers that other climbers use. While you're dying, you can like read motivational quotes inside your pockets. So assuming that's what that is. The care label is here. Anyway, I would think I could get 30 for this. I don't know. I haven't done any research. But anyway, that's Rafa. That's Rafa, which I never find. Lots of room there to put your phone behind you and it to irritate you. I have done a workout this morning. So there's 2 workouts that I've done this week, and at no point would that motivational quote in any way inspire me to do more. really wouldn't. Oh geez, right. I have got spoke here. These are sharps. When I was going through my phase where I had like tons and tons of spoke, you know, the glory days of being able to pay my mortgage when I was reselling. Sharps. Build A, which is the thin leg, size 33, decent waist. These should sell quite quickly. So I know that these are normal ones because they've just, you know, the other ones have got cut labels. So that should be an easy. I'm going to say 25. I used to sell mine for 20, but that's only because everybody else in the flipping country was selling them, and I was trying to undercut them. And I had absolutely tons of them and not much space. This is Celtic & Co. I feel like I've shown this before, but I'm not sure. This I've never found, so I don't know how well this goes. These are very cropped lengths, like I wouldn't be comfortable wearing these, but cropped leg, wide leg. I don't know why you would want cropped cords. I really don't. Because if you're wearing cords, it's cold. Why would you want a section of your leg out to get cold? I do believe that these are in my size, but I have resisted trying them on. Size 14. I am actually in size 16 now, so I feel that these are. No, they are true to size. Yeah, I will see how I go with them. Like I say, I have never found that brand before. Other people talk well about it, so I'll give it a go. Right, this has been in the wash, without success. Yeah, this had terrible pit stains, and it still has terrible pit stains. So I think I'm going to have another. I'm going to have to do something else with this, but I don't know what. So this is a very, very nice slinky dress. So, I mean, obviously this will do well at Christmas time because it's red and it's a really nice red. So I've got time to sort this out, and it is Ghost. I'm a bit reluctant with Ghost because I've got Ghost that hasn't sold. But I've also got Ghost which flew out of the door. Who even knows? I believe this would be one that flies out of the door because it's a nice cowl neck. But I've got to. I've got other like possible stain treatments that I can try. I think I might buy the tallow and ash one, and I'm going to do another video. Not that the video that I did of tallow and ash did well, but I mean that is very stained, so it's there and it's there, so it needs something. So I still have stuff to mend over there, so that's going to go in my mend pile. This had a stain removal. And I possibly should have looked at it before I did, because I've stripped the bed this morning and done my sheets, so I should have had a blinking look at this before I did that, because it could have gone in with that as a whitewash, because we don't have white sheets on at the minute. We've only got we've got the grey sheet on because it's that cooling stuff. Yeah, it's still got a mark on it there, so it needs something. Yes. No, that was something else that had collar issues. Right, so this is when I've stopped slinging it around, it's a Uniqlo anime t-shirt, who I don't know, but it's very easy to find out with these. Even if you don't know, it has the thing Shishuka, whatever it is, I don't know. It's on there. That's the artist. I'll put the artist in. It will tell me what that is, or if I take a photo of it, Google will tell me what it is. I don't have to use my mind anymore. I can just be a vessel of madness. So that's going on the washing pile. So the clothing to photograph pile is going down. It's not being added to. I mean, who wants to add to the washing pile? Nobody. Right, another thing, planning for the winter, I have got this hob skirt here. Hopefully Claudia Winkleman will not change her style when Traitors makes its way onto the screen. So obviously we're going to have Celebrity Traitors first, I believe. Will we have that one first, or will we have other one? Well, anyway, there will be a Traitors, won't there? And this will be right up This will sell well then. So I have, it's Hobbs and it is moon tweed and it is a size 14, so it's got everything going for it until I look inside and realise that the lining has probably been shedded by Edward Scissorhands. It's all good. Let's find out if the zip works. The zip works. Right, so yeah, so this was not a madness buy. This is a good buy. Hopefully 25 to 30. I don't know, I don't want to be too like mental with it. I have picked this up against my judgment because I don't know that this is going to go anywhere. I think this has already been in a haul video. It just happens to be sat here. So Marina Rinaldi, who sounds like a footballer's wife, but she is probably the wife of Max Mara. Denim skirt. I feel like I've shown that before. I don't see how denim skirt is a sporty thing, but that's to be done. This has been through the wash because this was gross. This was very, very stained around the collar, and it's still not great. But I have done a lemon and salt in the sun, but I didn't leave it very long in the sun because it didn't have that much sun available to me. But it had a very, very dirty collar, and it's not so dirty now. And it's Fred Perry. It's got a little bit of, Britpop accent, plaid, tartan, check, whatever you want to call it. I want that to go on now before the Gallaghers do something and everybody starts hating them. Oh, I've got some more stuff here, which is technically bric-a-brac, so we'll show that last. Some of this I've paid too much money from because it's come from York. Oh no, I bought this in York and this was £3. Sea salt, size 14, £3. And it was from British Heart Foundation. I swear to God. I wouldn't have been in British Heart Foundation if I wasn't on holiday. But anyway, yeah, I got that in British Heart Foundation. There was a kettlewell top they had in there, but they were asking £5.50 and it was very, very dirty, so I didn't want that. But I never find kettlewell. So it was nice to be in a place where certain brands that I can't normally find were. Laura Ashley is 100% silk. Vintage Laura Ashley, but isn't every Laura Ashley vintage? But this is a proper vintage one. It is just a basic dress, but obviously it's silk. It's a nicer orange than it's looking on camera, which is going to be irritating for me photographing it. Thankfully, I do have this rug, which I have here. It shows up the colour of stuff like that really well, and certain colours like green and whites I put on this, and it picks out the colour quite well. That was £5. And then I'll show you this because this is another York pickup. And another garment, another brand which I rarely find here. I mean, I found it once, but that charity shop has since been closed because we need another carpet shop in the world. Because people are buying carpets every day, you need a carpet shop around. Let me move. All you can see over there is my listing area, my photography area, which is chaos. So I bought this nice tunic top. It is a tunic top, I believe. It's not a dress. It's an oversized shirt, is it not? I mean, Lord help us if this is a dress. It says size 2 on it, so I don't have any clue what that means. Oh, it's got pockets, actually. Oh, it's got pockets. I'm going to list it as a tunic top. I paid £10 for this because, I do not find Sahara So that's Sahara. I will check what size 2 is. Hopefully there's more indication on the care label as to what it is. It has got linen in it, but it's mainly cotton. Oh no, 55% linen. Yeah, so they don't put any numbers on there that would help you find out which one it is. So I honestly, if size 2 is a size 10, then perhaps it is a dress, but it seems like a very mini dress to me. I'm just going to list it as a tunic top with pockets, because surely that's what Sahara is. I'm sure that they're like a Lagen Look type brand. This has been in the wash, so I'm going to show you the label first because I think I've gone up the wall. This is Bershka, is it? Bershka. So, let's face it, none of us would ever pick Bershka. But this might give some of you out there an indication of what this is. This rings a bell from all of the stuff which I've ever picked up from this band. So it is a band t-shirt. So I know it's genuine because it's got that waist thing on it. So I know that this is authorised in collaboration with the band, which is Radiohead. So that's why I picked that up. Quite surprised to find this. I've paid £4 for this. Yes, what is it? Waist clothing. It's not too late. Yeah, so generally, even on their CDs, it says waist products on their stuff. I've looked up solds for this, and it is £30, so that should be quite an easy sell. And I will wait for the right person. I mean, saying that, I've got a Primark hoodie on at the moment. It's got a 2-pack on it. It's not gone anywhere. And in actual fact, the other hoodie that I picked up with it, which was the Helena Christensen one from H&M, that's already sold for my asking price of 25 quid. So I thought the 2-pack one would go first. There you go. Okay, so the last thing which I have, another thing slightly out of my comfort zone. Hang on a minute, I am lying because there's other stuff in there and I'm going to go and get it because I do not want it sat in the bloody spare room. Okay, I have got the other thing, but first I will carry on showing you this. So this is another Laura Ashley thing. I mean, I haven't picked up much Laura Ashley in years, and now suddenly I have a dress, a piece of cloth and stuff which is in here, which I'm sure you can see from the size of the bag and the weight that is involved. You will know what is in this. Oh, if you know, you know, or if you know, you know. I didn't know and I found out. Right, so this is a remnant of fabric. Laura Ashley, so that MMXX is year 2000, is it not? It is just a remnant of fabric with flying birds on it. I am going to suffer when it comes to photographing this, but it's so unusual to find a remnant of fabric. I have paid £1 for this because it was just a remnant of fabric. I don't know. I'm thinking 20. I have looked at others, but I don't know. People are, you know, you have to just wait for the right person, don't you, with something like this, because this is all about somebody's decor and what they want. And obviously I've also got to measure this, and then I'll get messages saying, is this a fat quart? And I'll go, I don't know what a fat quart is. But yeah, it's about 2 meters. So that's probably about 1.5 meters by 2 meters that way. So, you know, it's a decent piece. So we will see. I mean, obviously, if somebody wants it for a curtain, it's only going to be for a very, very small little window. But there you go. So next I have in here is more Laura Ashley, and it is wallpaper. So it isn't anything that exciting, but it is 4 rolls of wallpaper. What have I paid for this? £3 a roll. I have paid £3 a roll, and I have got 4 rolls of this, and it is all very, very boring. It is literally just like beige squares, but I don't know. The last time I had some of this, I think I sold it for 50, like 2 rolls I had, and I sold it for around 50, but it was floral and it was pretty. But this is just called Lily Linen, and you know, obviously this was like the end of the sale when they closed down, so it was just £5. So yeah, I have 4 rolls of this, and I'm hoping, you know, you could, that bit's not got the covering on it, so you can see it is just, it's just like beige. Yeah, it's very beige and it's very boring. So I pay £3 each for these rolls, and then I've got to like post it. But anyway, 4 rolls of the same design, so I should do okay with that. And then this one, which, you know, I would be, this would be better if I had 4 rolls of this one. So this is Oriental Garden chalk pink. The wrapper is pretty much off with this one, so yeah, I don't think there's any point in getting pretty about this, so I will be able to show this on my listing, so we may as well show it now because it is barely on. Right, so that is this one. I can see why people would like this. It is pretty good quality. The last time I wallpapered, it was not of this quality, so I can see why people are into Laura Ashley wallpaper. Anyway, yeah, pink and iridescent, apparently, floral. Let's put it away. These are the things which I am going to photograph today. Again, this is why I have this carpet, because obviously I've got the wool, I've got the wood, but I think that the beige on that sparks out the colour with the turquoise. So I am going to photograph that today and get a lot of these annoying things out of the way. I mean, I say out of the way, and then I'll put them in storage, and then when I have like time poor with regards to my packaging time, they are bound to sell on those days, and I'm going to be putting them in boxes in the very corner because those are the only empty boxes I've got. So, you know, I'm going to list them and then and then create another problem when they sell. However, I've bought this stuff to sell, and none of it is selling while it's just sitting in boxes, being moved from corner to corner of the room. So this is part of my mission in terms of getting things sorted. So much backlog, as you can see. These things, these like bric-a-brac things like the china and the wallpaper, I bought this flipping wallpaper like 4 weeks ago, and I haven't done anything with it yet, so I need to like crack on with everything, crack on with what I'm doing there. It's such an ongoing process, and obviously It's disruptive when you've got a job. I used to do so well when I used to just like focus when I was doing this full time, but I do have full time work outside this. So I'm going to crack on with this today, get as much of this crap off the floor, do some more stain removal. Yeah. It says it's going to rain, but I don't believe them, and I've got my washing out, so I'm not frightened to do more washing. So I'm going to do my stain removal, and I'm going to get this stuff photographed, and I'm going to photograph it and put it on and put it away. So it's not going to. I think this is the thing with me and clothing, is that because I batch photograph, I do batch photography, and then I do batch listing. And then put it all away in like one big go. I'm a lot more on top of it because I have more of a process when it comes to doing clothes than I do when it comes to like bric-a-brac. So these things I'm just going to photograph, list them and put them away so that they're like not going to get broken. So this job will be done today. I say that, but it's quite late in the day now. Right. I am cracking on. I hope you've enjoyed this. Here is the family frog. We've got Pinky here because it's technically her birthday. So she's 46 like me. I'm just as knackered as me and just as faded as me. She used to be very, very bright pink, but you know, it happens to us all. She did have a felt mouth. It fell off. I drew this mouth on. I think I did a really good job of giving her the perfect facial features. Yeah, and obviously we've got the rest of the gang here. Well, part of the frog gang. Anyway, thank you for watching. If you've enjoyed this, then please, like, subscribe, and all of, whatever you wish to do. This is your YouTube. Don't listen to me. Anyway, thank you for watching, and I'll be back again soon. Goodbye.